Margavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I'm Archaea Galadirthin, the head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Anduin campaign. I cough every single time after I say that, don't I? I do apologise. But the Anduin campaign. This is a campaign that a great many people in the comments seem to feel that I've already lost, which only spurs me on to want to win this even more than I already did before. And I have a very sneaky plan in an attempt to do this. My plan is
by your command.
We're pulling out of Roscabel. No worries about that whatsoever. Make that very high tax rate. Oh, well, actually, I don't think it'll have any impact, but let's just be superstitious about it. We're going to pull out of Roscabel, whereby we're going to retake Dwinberg. And the plan here is essentially, we'll try and keep Framsburg, because if it can survive that attack, then there's a real chance that Framsburg will stay alive. So we're going to try and keep Framsburg. We won't worry about Mithelberg for now. We won't worry about anything in the north. Our two forces in Fordburg and Ferenberg can both also pull north, so we'll essentially abandon Fordburg, sorry, and move only for Ferenberg. We'll retake Dwinberg, and we'll hold in these key three positions: Selleberg, our capital and greatest town; Ferenberg, once our reinforcement army arrives; or indeed, what we could do, because that army can't get there in time, we could pull the army that's in there at the moment out, join it up with them, and then retake Ferenberg ourselves a turn after. Obviously, there is no point abandoning Fordburg, so we won't sell it to anyone or anything like that, but we'll leave that and we won't try and defend it. The same with Roscabel. But what we will do with Roscabel is we will sell it, and we will sell it to the Dorwinian peoples, the Dorwinrim. First of all, we'll try and get some trade rights.
It's good to very well.
Then we'll make an offer where we will give you Roscabel. Now, the aim of this is not to have them actually defend it. I don't think they'll defend it in a million years. But what I think it will cause them to do is probably go to war with Dol Guldur, which hopefully will then spread Dol Guldur's armies even thinner as they try to defend against both Dorwinian, us, Thranduil, and Dale. So we shall see. I'll give the map information as well. And I would quite like, for this pleasure, 2,000 gold. Is that enough? Is that going to be alright? Yeah.
How could we refuse such an honour and a pleasure? Farewell.
Alright, so we've got 2,000 gold. We'll train those, so that's got at least a unit in it. Roscabel is now Dorwinian.
Your will, my lord.
He will arrive at Dwinberg to reclaim Dwinberg with Beorn, our great leader, and apparently our entire army. And we can also use the... We aren't actually making money ever since the loss of Mithelberg. But if Framsburg can hold, then the four regions we'll have here will form a core. I don't think Enethar or Leotholt will really be attacked or be presented with any real threat. So they will both be secure and safe. Ferenberg, you can train them. Fordburg, that's not building anything, that's not building anything. Oh, so the only thing that was being built is the farms in Enethar, which is good, because Enethar we can use to bolster our forces. So if he can get to Ferenberg in time, then brilliant. They will certainly get to Dwinberg before we need to worry about anything. And even if they don't, the army there will be able to smash that force. And then we need to shift focus to defend Selleberg. This will hopefully, as I say, cause Dorwinian and Dol Guldur to go to war, but time will tell. Now, while the end turn passes, there's a few things I want to say. First of all is, alongside the lore videos that I hope to continue doing and that I've already done relating to factions in the Third Age, and then maybe I'll expand out, you never know, depends how popular they are and how much I can be bothered. But alongside the ones I'm doing for the Third Age, my esteemed colleague Ngugi of DCI fame has also done some videos of the Second Age for lore, and I must personally admit that I really enjoy them. Two so far of the very few YouTube videos I've actually watched to the end, so I highly recommend those. You can find links to them. I'll probably put links to them in this video actually, as it's pertinent, but I will also put them on Total War Center, where they'll stay forever. So do check those out. And we get defenders here, and he's just got Snagger.
Attack!
I didn't save it, did I? If this crashes, then we'll have to load the whole turn again. The second thing to tell you is that Ngugi and I fought against one another this very evening, Thursday. What is it today? The 21st of January, an auspicious day, because we played 3 rounds of Third Age Total War, and he quite soundly beat me. And this wasn't really what I wanted, of course. I wanted to defeat him. I wanted glorious victory for the waving the Dak flag. But of course, I did not win. We played on Third Age Total War. In the first game I did succeed. I was the dwarves and he was the orcs of the Misty Mountains, and I won. No, I wouldn't say soundly, but I won. And then he obliterated me twice. I was Gondor, he was Isengard, and then I was the Free Peoples of Eriador, and he was Harad. And he annihilated me. Although in the Harad battle it was a bit one-sided, because I went for an army of nearly all hobbits and he went for Mumakil, and they are not two types of units that should mix together. The Mumarks absolutely ruined my army. Tore through the lines like a fist through kindling. It was diabolical. But anyway, that's by the by. I thought I'd let you know we played and had a little bit of fun. Oh no, there appears to be some texture glitching over there. Fascinating. Now to the matter at hand. We're facing a very weak army. I really can't see us having any trouble here, so I'll rush the Wildman defenders to there, rush the second unit to there, and then just try and pepper them with missiles. The Wildman defenders, of course, are the garrison unit, and they can be defeated. They are expendable. We just have to hope that the hobbits have enough range to do what I want them to do. You guys move there. The peasants, come and stand down there. Just to get you out of the way for now. Hobbitry in arms! You guys stand here just so you're out of the way. And we'll speed it up. Alright, they have met the enemy. They have met the enemy. The enemy are going to try and flank us, so send the peasants out. And send the hobbits just behind to hopefully throw arrows at them. Or throw stones at them. I wonder if they can reach. No, they cannot. And are they flanking on that side? No, they're not. So we will do that. Hobbits! March out to the side to defend our brothers. Oh no, we're playing against the Snagger. We are playing against the Snagger, everyone. And their poison arrow clouds are already affecting us. Oh no, they're shaken already. Where are the archers? Where are the archers? Right at the back. Damn. Damn, 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 and damn. Undone by my own addition to the game. Well, we've not lost yet, though. I mean, let's steady the ship for a moment here. Have a little look at our hobbits for you. These are Stuar hobbits. They actually no longer live in the Anduin, but it's too great a little interesting feature to add to not put them in. But by the time of the Third Age, there are no hobbits living in the Anduin region. It is merely that they used to live there that they are alluded to. But then it's the same with the Éothéod, really. I mean, the Éothéod are in the game, and they don't really live there anymore either. So. Right, if they're going to run all the way around there, then you guys chase them, and you guys come over here to block them from that side. How are our other archers? How are other skirmishers doing? Doing all right. Doing all right. I want you to get almost as close as you can, and then just throw every stone you've got at them. See, the reason that they are not breaking and running is because at the minute they're only being attacked from one side. These are all morale factors that can affect your units. They're not being flanked. They've got units behind them, which, believe it or not, does affect the morale. The general is still alive, which massively affects the morale. And the enemy force's overall number does not outsize us. Not outsize us? That's not the word I mean. Does not outnumber us. And they are all factors that will affect morale. So even though they are being hit by a constant -5 morale effect, which is what the poison arrow does, they are surviving because there's not enough else happening to them for it to really have that much effect. Also, Wildmen defenders don't actually have quite a bit of morale, so it won't do that much damage to them. But were the poison arrows firing on, say, the peasants, it would break them, it would ruin them. They would not survive very long at all under that type of barrage.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Right, the enemy general is dead. Speed it up a bit. As soon as you guys are standing still, you can begin throwing your stones at the enemy. As can you people. They do actually throw stones. It's very cool. Interesting as to why their stone throwing doesn't crash everyone's game, but the axe throwers still has problems even now. Quite a sound victory I think we're going to have here. Apologies that they have an arrow sound. That's not that bad, is it? At least they have at least the stone throwing animation actually matches up. Of course, these hobbits can hide anywhere, so if you keep them standing still long enough, as long as there isn't an enemy directly next to them, they will disappear. But they don't actually do that much damage with their missile. Their missile attack is only 1, so... But they have quite a few missiles, so unlike javelins, which normally... You normally have 3 javelins per man in a full outfitted javelin battalion. With the hobbits, they have a far greater number. It's something like 40 or 50 stones, I think. They've got enough stones that they can essentially fire them for almost the entire game. Get a better throwing angle. If they're just going to stand there, then yes, we'll throw at you all day long, friends. Should we see that again? Throw! Do 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 do. So I hope to challenge Ngugi again. I will certainly challenge Ngugi again. I'm not losing my pride in this way. Unfortunately, we had to play with Third Age Total War because it's what we both have. So we did both very unfamiliar with the stats and the units we were playing as, because neither of us have played Third Age Total War for a long time. Of course, I play DAC, and Ngugi plays DCI, which, if you are interested, stands for Dunedain Counter Invasions. He is the master of the Tolakan idea, which we did hope to add, and we do hope to add even now, but it will require a modder, a scripting modder beyond that which we currently have, unless Geostode resurfaces.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
We don't know where he is at the
They
moment.
have lost half their men.
Oh, no, they've had enough. They're fleeing. No, what are they doing? They're not chasing them, surely. Oh, what happened at the other side? Did they run away? No, they're sort of playing with us. Stones to the back. Go on, stones to the back. No, why are you throwing them in an arc so that they hit the wild men? Just throw them straight into the back of them. See that again? There it goes. Carnage. Carnage ensues. And those hobbits have got the goblins. Oh, this is just... They're such a cool little unit. Why is it always that the units that are the most fun to play with tend to be the ones that are the worst? Like, if these were in real battle, if they actually got into melee combat, the goblin, even the goblin band, this unit over here, even they would wipe them out. Snagger are about the only unit type that in melee they can actually deal with. Every other type of unit they suffer with immensely in melee. Keep doing what you want. Our focus now shifts, and we watch the Valesmen take down the Goblin Band. I wonder if we charged into the back. Oh, there it goes. We won't chase them down.
This is a clear victory.
We lost 249, and they almost all came from the defenders. Perfect. Who then also got the most kills. That was a great victory. The first of many great victories as we rekindle the flame of the Anduin. We just need somewhere to focus it. Someone to attack. We'll have to go for the Misty Mountains. We don't really have much choice, do we?
We have triumphed.
But let them take Forodrine. We've abandoned Forodrine. That place is long forgotten.
My lord. Yes. March to exhaustion.
Let's get a general in that army before that abandons us.
Assembling a mighty host.
Alright, they are pulling on Ferenberg, which is good.
By your command. Have a taste of my blade. Yes.
We're losing money again, as expected. We could sell Forodrine to someone, couldn't we? Should we see how much money Dorwinium will give us for Forodrine, actually?
Yes, you have.
This time I want.
For
I don't want that then. I'd like map information from you. I'll give you map information again, even though it doesn't really matter anymore. I will give you Fordburg to see if what that does to the. And this time I would like 4,000 for this tiny minuscule village. Oh, they even did it.
I accept this wonderful... Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
Marvellous.
Orders.
Alright, that can retrain. No need to build that, that's a waste. What can Ferenberg train? Take 2 units of them up for 1 turn. Yes, please. And what can you build? What's the best thing to build? We want money, we want money. Communal farming probably would be the best, isn't it? Or roads normally give a very solid income. Let's build roads there. And we'll get a marketplace there.
Yes, my lord.
And times will change.
Your will,
Once that army gets back, that army can arrive at Ferenberg.
No further today.
We can't train anything here, so we'll try and retrain for as long as we can. I'm pleased that that army has come for Ferenberg and not Ferenberg, because I'd happily lose Ferenberg. I'm not bothered about that. The Misty Mountains, whilst having numbers on their side, vast numbers on their side, that's all they have. Up until the barracks event, all Misty Mountains have are numbers, and whilst we are not an overpoweringly strong faction, we still have a few units that are better in the early game than the Misty Mountains do, and that's our greatest advantage at this point. Oh, please run away, and please run straight to Ferenberg as soon as you do. Oh, they probably won't run away, will they?
We should retreat.
Oh, they're dead.
We'll make camp here.
I'm not going to fight that battle. Oh, they've got archers anyway, so it would be a slaughter.
We should withdraw.
I was hoping they would attack. There are 4,500 and... Look how many of them are Snagger. The entire army is militia. They have 1 unit which is not basic. That's incredible. We've got 2 units of defenders. We've got a cavalry unit which is going to have to harass the enemy a lot.
We attack!
But I feel good about our chances. We're outnumbered, but they are all militia. The entire army. Snagger are so poor as well. I mean, yes, they've got numbers, and yes, they throw javelins.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us.
The javelins aren't very good in the city because they have to fire in weird arcs. We won't bother trying to hold the walls because just our mere presence near the walls will be enough. And they'll only send that 1 unit up, and they'll only send that 1 unit up as well, and there's no need to worry about them on the walls. We want to try and funnel them all through the middle. We've only got 1 ranged unit in our entire army. Of course, I could push them back, but that would just make them siege us for longer, and I have no reinforcements coming. But there are only 2 gates in castles. So the cavalry will charge out the front and then go and try and hit some of the archers and things on the edges. Where are the mountain hunters? Are they the general? No, Snagger are the general. Dear oh dear. What we want to really do is get the cavalry out, leave them out, wait until the enemy forms a huge bottleneck here as they try and hunt us down, and then charge the enemy in one massive go. And I think they're going to be better placed, to be honest, to go out the back. Because if we go out the front, we've got to try and sneak away. No, we'll do that. We will do that. So get them off the wall. Defensive mode. Oh, why are so many of our units on the wall? Alright, we'll worry what to do in setup in a moment. Start the battle. Éothéod, charge out. Pause it. Alrighty then. Éothéod footmen, who are pikemen. Form a line there. I then want the defenders on either side of you. The Valesmen are not very good at all, to be honest. So, but the enemy will come down off the walls at some point, so we want you to be ready there. Woodman warriors. Oh, they might come down that one actually, mightn't they? Woodman warriors are just general axe wielding warriors, and then we've got our 2 units of Vale defenders, who are very, very defensive, very good on the defense. Keep them in reserve, poised and ready. And the Éothéod, drop back here and fire your arrows, fire your javelins upon my command. Speed it up a bit as the cavalry just runs outside. Oh, don't get trapped on the gate. Go on, get out and then shut the gate, shut the gate. Perfect. Oh, some archers got shots off. Snagger archers, of course, doing virtually no damage, but they at least get that morale effect. But it only lasts for a short time, so it won't hinder them too much. But we might as well hit the archers while we can, while we're out here.
Have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work. Curses! The enemy are battering down our gates.
Poison taking effect, but doing little to the charge. Oh, if they want to waste some of their javelins on us as well, yes. Happily, friends. Oh, look, they're wavering already. It's because they've got they haven't actually got a general. This is an army led by a captain.
Our walls with their siege tower. We must repel them.
Right, they've not broken down the gate. Goblin infantry have made it to the walls, but as I say, nothing will really go up the walls. And our lines prepared. You guys are ready if they attack there. What's Ngugi doing?
The enemy are battering down our gates.
Chasing routing archers. Pull away, Ngugi. I need you at full strength for the ultimate charge. Right, they're coming. They are coming. Go for the bodyguard. Is everybody ready? Oh, don't tell me they are just going to use the stairs and the tower after all that. But that's so stupid. They'll be coming through in individual lines. Someone's coming through.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
Ngugi has so far lost 8 men, and he's taken out an entire battalion of Snagger archers and most of their general's bodyguard. Surely the captain died in that charge. Oh no, there he is. Not really sure what's happening. Éothéod, you are now free to engage. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Straight through the door. Oh, that couldn't have been timed any better. That could not have been timed any better. Have we killed the captain yet? No, but the enemy's getting dangerously close.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, now we have.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
I really don't know what's happening. There's an odd cluster situation. As you might imagine, I'm getting these into shield wall formation, ready to punch through with their vast shields. Surely shields like that are really heavy and remarkably impractical, but they look so good in this game. I'm not really sure what's happening with Ngugi and all these snaggers. I don't know what their ultimate goal out here is. But as long as we kill off the goblin infantry while we wait. Oh, more javelins hail the impending rush from the goblins as they flee. I'm pretty sure all or most, if not all, of the mountains have died. Oh no, they've run over here. Don't really know where they're going. They won't be able to get through that gate without a battering ram, and they haven't got any ladders or anything. They can do what they like over there. They're not endangering us over there. Right, everybody stand still for a moment. Go back to defense. Speed it up again. As I just really don't know what's going on. Have we lost anything? Lost a large number of anyone? No, not really. Everyone's doing all right, really. There's a time limit, so the longer they stand out there, the better. Charge those guys in. Now let's hit someone else. They've got 46 cavalry units out here, not doing anything. Charge them, go on. Get another unit to rout. Straight through. How many did that kill? Almost all of them. Barely any left alive. But that has called forth the entire army again.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, they left the safety of the gate. I stopped watching them. Idiot. Well, kill what you can while you're out there. We've got more than enough in here, and we've almost killed 50% of them, which is putting us almost on terms. I'm fairly certain we had about half their number. So... we're getting there. I don't want to tell them to flee because they'll get massacred. Speed it up again. Éothéod. Éothéod Wardens. They can shield wall as well. Apologies about the flags. That's another thing that we hope to fix. Oh, but speaking of flags, they are a 2D UI issue, and I'm pleased to announce that we recently gathered another team member who is adding to our UI across the board. I'm not even going to begin to try and pronounce his name because it's Welsh, even though he is not Welsh, and that is apparently what his name says in Welsh. But there we are, and he's going to do some UI work for us. So there'll be a few more Dale-themed pictures from the movies, a few gaps filled related to Dunland's scripts. And then I believe as well he also hopes to change some of the buildings so we have less clone buildings. For example, as you all saw, the Wildmen Ancillary Training Grounds have the same image as the Wildmen Ballaster Yard. And it's things like that he hopes to change. I apologise for this battle. I can't tell you what the enemy has done. I'm not sure what they're thinking. But as long as they keep just not attacking us, we can just keep killing them.
Battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, that was a wonderfully timed charge. Now 50% has died. We've only really lost our Wildmen defenders. We've still got the towers, who are still firing out. So as long as they're just running around out there, we're at least getting more and more kills. And their strongest unit is getting killed by the Wildmen. Excellent. Your sacrifice will not be in vain, men, and you shall be remembered forever in defense of Framsburg, our ancient and historic capital. Framsburg, of course, as I mentioned before, is named after a man called Fram, as you might imagine, as it is his burg. And as I have been corrected, burg does not mean town, it means castle. So it's Fram's castle. And Fram gained his own town name because he slew a great worm called Scatha. And one of the few named dragon/worm style creatures throughout the course of Middle-earth's history. And Fram slew one, a Northman, a great deed for a Northman. And he gained a town named after him for this. Pull away, pull away, pull away. Yeah, we're just going to have to run down the clock.
Defeat seems almost certain.
I don't think they're going to do anything else. We'll just keep hitting them in the back out here while we can.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way.
Doing a right number on the narrator, though. He doesn't know what's happening, does he? They've got such little morale. They already didn't have a general.
Like this,
They're just
we will smash the enemy.
A single charge from the cavalry is pretty much routing
Only
them.
half the enemy force remains.
Oh, their archers are finally firing back at our cavalry. Has anyone tried to go through the gate again? No, not really. Yeah, I think this is in the bag, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's definitely in the bag. Unless they rush everything they've got through at once. And even then, I still think we'd win. Another successful charge, another unit routes.
The battle is very much
Second
in
unit
our
routes,
favour.
just because we caught them
Victory
on the
will be
side.
ours.
We have obliterated this army. And those naysayers who said I couldn't defend our lands from 2 orc stacks. And here we are routing 1. Although this is all snagger. Of course, the capital stack, which is the one that is really going to be a challenge, is the one currently heading to Ferenberg. And that is the stack which is spawned when
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
the orcs of the Misty Mountains lose their capital. Anything else I can do to try and make them... try and end this faster? Our cavalry are going to have so many kills at the end of this.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They are exhausted, but as most of the enemy units are routing as soon as they reach them, it's not creating too many problems for our units trying to defend themselves. For example, they've slain, what, 40, 50 of them in melee, and they've not lost a single man. Gleowine is doing so much for the defense of our realm. I think we all know what's going to happen here, don't we? I sense a name change coming on, everyone.
The battle is very much in our favour.
I think
Victory will
Ferenberg
be
might
ours.
suit a name change. What do you all think of Gleoberg or Gleowinshire? We'll name a whole region after him. Although we just left them attacking them, and they've severely taken casualties.
If we
Severely taken
continue
casualties.
like this,
They have
we
taken
will
severe
smash the enemy.
casualties. Pull away
The
before you
enemy
die.
army
Oh,
fills the
and
field.
it's all over.
Pursue and run them down.
Capture everyone you can. Oh, that was the most peculiar battle. I don't know if that was bugs or if that was something to do with the placement of my units. The AI just didn't think it was like feasible to attack us. I honestly can't tell you why that battle has been such an absolute slaughter on our part. I mean, the phenomenal defense that we have in there may have some small part, but most of these units didn't even see battle. The defenders didn't lose a single man. Neither did the wardens or footmen. Which ones are they? Wardens. Gleowine is absolutely knackered. As I should stop saying things I'm going to do and then I end up not doing them, but as I have said to somebody on in a YouTube comment, I do hope to do a branch out from Third Age Total War. I mean, I've got Battle for Middle-earth. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting over those sorts of irrational fears, and so I can do those videos a lot easier because they'd be individual. And also, I do thoroughly enjoy Sins, and I hope to do a Sins with Solar Empire game with the Interregnum mod. But that one I'm just waiting for when I've got a whole day, because I can do a whole Sins campaign in a day, easily just record the whole thing, and then that's that done. Whereas obviously Third Age campaigns take weeks.
Utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
That is phenomenal. That is I mean, it won't work out directly, but that is essentially each man taking... For each soldier we lost, we killed 10 enemy soldiers. That is phenomenal. And their cavalry took down 1,623. 1,623. Phenomenal. And that glorious victory will end this first of the two stints of Anduin. That was an unprecedented victory. 1,623. And just think of that is such a crippling blow to the orcs.
Glory, honor, victory.
A small yet and pitiful force now tries to take Ferenberg, which it will not be able to do. Oh, Minas Morgul is besieged. Have I fixed that Darwinian Resplendent when I started this one? I did.
Your orders, my lord.
If not, we're going to get that
We're
message every turn
combining
like everyone else.
forces.
But I'm pretty sure I fixed it before I started the Anduin campaign.
Your will, my lord. Yes.
I actually like his name enough that we are just going to call this town his name, if I can spell it correctly. Gleerwine. I feel that his victory was such that he deserves to just have an entire town taking his whole name.
Yes, my lord.
We don't have any money though. 2,000 a turn we're losing. We're losing 2,000 a turn. Is that because that's how much money that gave us? Did I just sell our wealthiest region? I did, didn't I? Had the mines. Although now that they're owned by Dorwinion, and do we share the same culture as Dorwinion? We don't, do we? They're Northmen and we're Middlemen. Oh no, we are Northmen. Oh, of course, because we're the original Northmen. Stupid question. So Dorwinion would have taken both of those without too much hassle because it shares the same culture.
My lord.
I wonder if they'd
what
want
is
an
it you
alliance
wish to
now.
discuss?
I can give you military access.
No, we cannot. An honour and a pleasure. Farewell.
Alright, well I will end this episode there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I'm Arachia Galadirthan, the head of Divide and Conquer. Do feel free, as I say, to check the comment section here to look at Ngugi's lore videos. And do feel free to post whatever comments you wish, as usual. And I shall get back to them wherever possible. Try and write on Total War Center or YouTube and avoid ModDB if you can. But until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Pedimad Melonin, and farewell.